Hello gamers and welcome back to the games. Really good to have you here. I super appreciate everybody's support. And it's great for those of you who have the patience to just sit here, listen, respond, not just want that regurgitated news, not just sit there to listen to the same thing that's been pushed into you for a long time in regards to Star Citizen. And what I'm about to talk about extends past Star Citizen, and I think it's really important that we clarify the elements within the Star Citizen community, and not just the Star Citizen community, but every gaming community out there when it comes to like these extremes, these polar opposites. And I think it's important that we define it. I think it's important that people coming to the channel have an area where they can show this video to somebody to actually explain what it is that I'm talking about when we have identified both of these polar opposites. And within the Star Citizen community, we have labeled them White Knights and Scammarinos. So let me get to Scammarinos first and define what that is exactly for you. Scammarinos are people within the Star Citizen community and gaming for that matter. Oh, what you're doing is fake. Oh, what you're doing doesn't matter. Oh, what you're doing because it's not here, not right now. This is a complete scam. This is complete hogwash. And this is this mentality of the Scammarino where like the efforts put into a project are nullified because of this very loud voice. And the Scammarinos have a very loud voice, but for the most part, it's harmless in the fact that when you see it, and when you see these comments on particular videos in all genres of gaming, you look at that and you say to yourself, if you're a rational person, you go, okay, this guy's just a troll, or this guy's just completely like, Scammarino. And that's where we get the Scammarino definition from. It's people who really, don't have a lot of justifiable cause behind yelling out Scammarino. Sometimes the game is scamming and the game is, out there just to take people's money. There's plenty of that in the real world, and that happens a lot. But in most cases, when you just see like Scammarino, you just have like a large audience who is very upset. Now, that's not that big of a threat compared to what I call the White Knights. Now, the White Knights are more dangerous to a community. They're much more intellectual. They're much more methodical about how they go about, talking to their audience. It's a very scary thing, actually, because what they're doing is behind the scenes, these White Knights are being sponsored by the actual very game or within the realms of the connections of the game producers. This is a very scary thing because people that go to channels that are content creators or Twitch streamers or people that are putting out material or content for any game for that matter, you want to make sure that they have an unbiased kind of viewpoint, that they are in fact rational and that they're picking up all the facts as they go. And what ends up happening with a White Knight is that they sell their soul essentially for the money. And what they do is then they basically promote it no matter what. And they always put a smile on it. They put a happy face on it. And sometimes they make feign like they're, I'm not really happy with the way that things are going on. But deep down, they're basically like a covert agent for the promotion of the very game that they're covering. And, this happens quite a lot, not just in the Star Citizen community, but all over. And there are a lot of large content creators particularly within the Star Citizen community that have done this. A lot of people misunderstand me when I say White Knight, and they think that, just because I believe in the game or I support the game, that makes me a White Knight. No, that does not. That just makes you somebody who's very passionate about the game. That makes you somebody who really wants the game to come out. And I am one of those people. I actually love Star Citizen and what it's trying to do. I understand it's groundbreaking. I know it's going to take a lot of time. And, some people just don't have the patience for it. And you have this kind of up and down cycle. But the White Knights are the scariest because I've seen a lot of this, especially within the Star Citizen community. And it's kind of like getting your news from an unreliable source. It's getting that pro let's go thing with like all the image of everything's great and fine and look at me and this is wonderful, and that kind of like it's capturing your hopes without any rational thought being put into what's happening in the real world with the professional side of the business. And I think that's a very, very big threat to the community, because each step of the way that we go through this, we want to make sure that the money is managed correctly. We want to make sure that just management in general are making the right decisions when it comes to Star Citizen, when it comes to any game. So the White Knights are like, they're out there. You see them, you know who they are. I don't even have to say their names. I've had people so enraged by certain Star Citizen content creators that they will actually message me and show me conversations that they have had with these content creators, and you really get to see like a side that is very scary. It's very manipulative. It's very intelligent, and there are forces in this game and other games that are being created that are there like that. This is just what happens. This is how it happens. This is that underbelly that nobody wants to admit that's there, because it's easier to believe that that is not there, and it's just a game, it's just for fun. And yeah, it is, and that's my stance. It's like, it should be that. It should be just entertainment, it should be just fun. But when you see this happen and you know that it's there, and you know, you see people kind of blindly follow people that are giving them perhaps false information or false hopes or very biased information or opinions, and they are getting that sponsor money and then say that they're not. That is very misleading, and that is very morally and ethically wrong. So I hope I cleared that up for everybody asking me about SCAMMARINOS and the White Knights, and I feel like we're at the correct place for it, at the Dumpers Depot, because I want to dump those extremes. I want to get rid of those SCAMMARINOS. I want to get rid of those White Knights, and I do think it's important to voice this out, not only within the Star Citizen community, but in every gaming community. I think it's important to kind of call them out and make them accountable. And in a way, I wish I could go much farther, but I'm not that type of person. I just want to keep people aware and maybe wake a couple people up. That's my intention. So thank you again for watching here on The Games. We have identified for you the SCAMMARINO and the White Knight. I hope that you come back here. Thank you so much for all of your support, all the new patrons that have come on board to help me continue to produce content for you. Thank you so much. All the new followers, great. Thank you. And I will see you on the next vid.